Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining me. And thank you, Michaels, for having me here. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy my class. We will be making this leather bracelet. Very fun. Leather is much different knotting on the Easyknotter. So this will be perfect. And then just a sunset necklace to go with it. Really pretty. So anyway, but I am the inventor of the Easyknotter. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy my class. But I want to just show you, this is the cord the leather cord that we're using, and it's 7.2 millimeters. All right. And size 6 cord for the necklace. And this one comes with a needle attached, which is great. Okay. So let's go over to the board and get started. Thank you. Let's see, just do this. There. Okay, I hope you can see me. So first, what we want to do is we want to wire wrap 4 of these. And this is, you can use a closed jump ring and then a head pin. And I use the crystal and one of the beads from the cord. All right. And what I did, instead of using a closed jump ring, because I didn't have one, I use chain like this. And what you do, you just clip off one. You know, you do waste a little bit, but that's okay. It makes a really fun jump ring. Okay. And then what you want to do, there's the crystal. I always love crystals, and this is a 3 millimeter crystal. And I'm using this pink bead, which is so pretty. And to wire wrap, what you do is round nose pliers, make a 45-degree angle, go around, and then make a little loop. Then you want to open up the loop, take the jump ring, and place it within the loop right there. Okay, and then I grab my flat nose pliers, and I just, oops, let me just get that in there. I'll put that, there you go. And then you just wrap. Go all the way down. Start from the top and go to the bottom, just like that. There, pretty. Then you take your clippers and clip off the excess of the head pin, okay? But always make sure you cover it when you're cutting it. You don't want to hurt anyone because they do go flying. There. This one didn't, so that's good. And here you go. So you want to do like, I would say, well, 4 more of those, but I'm just going to do one because this is being recorded. So it's just to save time, okay? And then see that little bit of the wire there? I sometimes use the crimping pliers and just squeeze it a little bit just to get that right close. There. And that's all ready to go. Pretty. Okay, so I like to pre-string my beads. I've already did pre-string my beads. And where did I put them? Oh, right in front of me. Okay. But I wanted to show you how to string them. Okay. So what you do is you just start from here. You want 3 of these little spacer beads. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to add 2 jump rings. These aren't closed jump rings because the cord won't go through it. The leather is too thick for that little hole right there. So, and then you want 2 more. 2. And then you want to add the wire wrap that you just created. Just like that. And then 2 more. I'll get that there. I should really cut this on an angle. Let me do that. That's better. Just get the leather, cut it on an angle. Just like that. And you'll be able to pick up the beads better. Supposedly. And if you have any questions, please let me know. That would be great. I am on Facebook, so if you need to have a question, just ask me and I'll let you know the answer. All right. So there. And this is the first set. Okay. I just wanted to show you how to string on the beads. So there you go. And you want to do 3 more sets of this and use, whatever color that you like. I picked all the different colors. So, and now to start the project. All right. And this is the Easyknotter. This is for right-handed people, and this is for left-handed people. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be using this side of the board. And if I wanted to use, and this is inches and millimeters. If I wanted to use millimeters, I would just turn it around. Okay, but we're going to be using inches. And so here I already pre-strung my beads. And what I like to do, let me show you right here. I make a little loop right there. And then I use a crimp bead to, a crimp cover to close it up. And that's how I secure my leather to make the loop. So what you want to do, just make a loop, just like that, about a 1/2 inch, doesn't really matter. And then you take your crimp cover and you want to just make sure you get both cords in the crimp cover. Okay. Just like that. Sometimes you'll even hear a little click, which I just did. And then, you can make this loop, which however big you want, or as small as you want. And then I take my crimping pliers and I use the top part to just give it a little squeeze. There we go. And it's just squeezing that right to the leather. There. Perfect. Okay. And then give it a tug. Good. Nice and secure. I've been doing these bracelets for over 10 years. I'll show you this bracelet here, still going strong, hasn't, didn't break. So using the crimp covers, I think, is a really great idea. Okay. There you go. And what I'm going to do is just trim the excess leather. My cutters broke. They got the tip came apart, but they still work. All right. So now what we're going to do is a barrel knot. So I want to show you that. Okay. So I'm going to make an X. Let me just make it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. Let's see, let me just do this really. 1. Hold on a second, get more. Going down like that. So instead of going up, you're going down. And then you want this to go up through the loops. So just bring that there. Okay. And what you want to make sure, that you have both loops on the post and have that crimp cover right up to the post. And then you start pulling. And then make sure the top one, you do that one first, and then the bottom one to pull. Okay, there, nice and tight. And then all you have to do is make sure it's tight. Okay, don't bring this back to the measurement line. It won't be tight enough. So tight. And then I use my index finger and thumb. I'm going to lift it off and give a tug. And then there you go. You have a nice little barrel knot. You can do regular knots if you like, but I think the barrel knot really makes it look very pretty, okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down my first set of beads. Let's see. Okay. Just like that. Okay. I used in the original bracelet, I put 3 there, 2, 2, and 3. But for this one, I only put 2 and 2 because I really wanted you to see the knots. The other way it was too close together. Okay. So now what you do is you just do another X, and remember you go down. So 1, 2, okay? And then what you want to do is you bring your beads up through the loop. And with this one, we want the 1 1/4 inch, which is right there. And instead of with leather, you can't really like pull it back and forth because you don't want to put any stress on the leather. And the same goes with waxed cord. So what you do is you put the previous knot on the 1 1/4 inch right there. And then I like to just hold it and then pull. There we go. Nice. Lift it off, give a tug, and then there's your knot. There you go. And now we're going to bring down the next set. This goes very quickly. And I'm going to show you another bracelet to do, which is fun. We should have enough time. Yeah. Okay. So there, that's my first set. And I like how they just like float in between the knots. Very fun. All right. So there's my second set. And again, you want to do that X, and then you don't want to go up. You want to go down. So that's 1, 2, and then open up that loop, okay? And then bring this up through the loop. All right. And make sure that you put both loops on the post. Now what you want to do is you want the 1/4 inch. Let's see, 1 1/4 inch. So the previous knot is at the 1 1/4 inch right there. And then I'm going to hold that. And then I'm just going to pull. And there you go. Nice. Okay, so there's the second one. And if you want to just tighten them up a little bit, there. And now I'm going to bring down the third set. Let's see. Got it. Okay. Again, creating the loop, little X, and then going down twice. And then you just bring all your beads through. And what you want to do, this is at the 1 1/4 inch right there, the previous knot. And then I'm just going to tighten up. Oops. Would you look at that? I knew that was going to happen. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to continue with this. Sometimes the leather will break. So you just have to be very careful. But I will just continue this. Just like that. There you go. But there is a way that you can fix this. You just put a little crimp bead there, crimp them together. Perfect. And we do the X. Bring this through. There we go. And then just like that. And the 1 1/4 inch right there. There. Perfect. So what I can do is, just put these together if I want to, and use a little crimp bead to put them together. That would be fun. Yeah. I don't have a crimp bead by me. I wish I did. Okay, so now to finish up this necklace, I think what I did in the handout, I didn't say to put the clasp within the loop. So when you do the loop, you just, let's see. Okay. Bring that there. And you could do this loop, as big as you want or as little as you want. And then again, all you have to do is take your crimp beads, your crimp covers, sorry about that. Let me do this like that. Okay, there you go. And you want that close to the barrel knot that you just made. And then we're just going to crimp it closed with the crimp pliers. There, perfect. Then I'm going to trim the excess cord, just like that. And then to fix my bracelet, I'm going to just go like this. Make it more interesting. Let's bring that there, and get the print bead and make it a little bit closer. There we go. And no one will know the difference if your leather broke. There we go. I'll get that. There we go. Cool. Then you just trim the excess cord. And you got a very unique bracelet. Can't even tell the difference. Look at that. It just looks like it's supposed to be there. And there's your bracelet. Just like that. Very fun. Okay. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. All right. I do have another bracelet I wanted to show you because I wanted to show you how to do, from one side to the next. So here, like I started the bracelet, with the loop that we just did and my barrel knot. All right. And then what you want to do is you're going to do, your double knot. You're going down 1, 2, lift that off, bring this through. And then what you want to do is the previous knot we want at the 2.5 measurement. So we'll just go like this. All right. And then you want to make sure you get that top one first. Let's see, I think I messed up here a little bit. Hold on. Right, let me just do this one knot over again. All right, hope I'm answering everybody's questions if you have any. So that's 1, 2, bring that through. Both loops on the post, and this we want at the 2.5 inch mark right there, okay? Then I'm gonna pull, there goes. Yeah, the top one first, the bottom one second, all right? Then lift off, give a tug, and then there's your barrel knot, really pretty. So now I'm gonna bring down this bead. I had this bead, I thought it was just so pretty. And what we wanna do is a knot on the other side, okay? So what you do is this is a large hold bead right there. And then you just create the loop, bring it down twice. take the, bring the cords through, just like that. And with this one, you want to make sure that that bead is right up to the post because you don't want to tug back and forth, all right? And then just pull. Let's see. There we go. Got to get that first one tight. Usually isn't this hard. What? Oh, you know why? Because they're not, it's not on the loop, not on the post. Oh, excuse me, boy. I think cutting the with the cord breaking before just threw me off. So I am sorry. All right, so here we go. Let me do that again, okay? Bring this down. All right, the 2, 1, 2. And then this goes up just like that. And we want to put the bead right up to the post. Much better. Okay, here we go. I forgot to put it on the post. And there, you got your nice barrel knot right there, right up close. And what I like to do is I like to take the next bead. Actually, it's only going to be one bead, but I put that on as an anchor, and then just push that to the bead. There you go. So pretty. Look at this. Just one little bead. Nice. So now that's all you have to do for this bracelet. But I am going to add on another clasp right here. So I need another 2.5-inch measurement. 1, 2. And bring this through. And then this goes all the way to the 2.5-inch mark right there. Okay. And then you just want to pull. Oops. Make sure the loops stay on the post. There you go. Very cool. And then you just add this, your clasp, right? And then make the clasp however big you want it. Make sure you can test it out. It's the right size. And then you just use another Crimp bead cover. Right? There. And then again, make sure that they are both in the Crimp bead and just close it up. There. Just trim the excess cord. And you have a nice little bracelet. Way cool. Any questions? All right, that's good. So that's how you do leather. You just want to make sure that you don't go back and forth with it because as you can see, it can break. And yeah, but it just, I don't even see where the mistake is. Oh, there it is, but you can't even notice it. Okay, so that was the first part of the class. And the second part of the class is the necklace. Let's see where to go. Oops, that's not it. Oh, here it is. That's where I pre-string my beads. So here's this one. Very pretty. And what we're going to use is the cord, size 6, comes with the needle attached. Really great. And then you just, what you do with this, just unravel it.
Hey, Rainey, I have an interesting question that has come in.
Sure.
It's asking, did you find or figure out the inches apart by trial and error, or how did you figure out the different size wrists?
I'm sorry, the different size.
So I guess depending upon your wrist, how did you figure out what
Oh,
size?
okay. Yeah, my wrist is like 6.5 inches. So that's how I, 2.5, 2.5. But what I usually do when I make a bracelet is like I may add chain here. Like I'll maybe we'll do it for like 2 inches instead of the 2.5, because everybody's wrist is different. So it's really difficult to have like just one certain size. So what I usually do is make like this part of the necklace, I mean bracelet, like either like 4 to 5 inches, and then add chain, which makes it really pretty. And then you just, you would just the clasp would just either go on the loop for the smaller wrist and the chain for the larger wrist. And what I like to do is add, um, you know, let's see, for the chain, let's see. Ah, the lighting in here is awful. For the chain, well, what I would do is I would add, a crystal and then another bead, and then add that to the end of the chain, so it makes it really pretty, something to look at when you're wearing it. But I don't have an example here, but that's what I usually do when I make bracelets. Or, the regular size is like 7 inches or 7.5, but then some people need 8.5. But I hope that helped. In my next class, I will show a bracelet with the chain. Okay, so now like to get the kinks out of this cord, and if I didn't answer it correctly, please let me know, okay? Let's see, just like that. Or else, I use my hot iron to get all the kinks out. There you go. And then to start it, you use a closed jump ring, just like that. I didn't have like a regular closed jump ring. I had like this washer, which I thought was kind of interesting. So you just, sorry, let me put this over here so you can see what I'm doing. This is a crimp bead. And there's all different ways of starting and stopping a necklace or project, whatever you're using, okay? Oops, get the little washer, bring that there. And what you want to do is you want to bring this all the way down. Oh, I usually tie a knot at the bottom. This time I didn't. Let me just tie a knot real quick so that the crimp bead doesn't come off. There we go. And then what you want to do is you take the needle back through the crimp bead, just like that. This is so good having the needle attached. Oh, excellent. And I usually have my hands between the loop so it won't tangle up. And then what you do, there, bring that down. All right, so you want the crimp bead right up to the jump ring, but not too much. So what I usually do is I put my nail in between, because when you crimp it, it's going to get tighter. Okay, now there's two parts to the crimp pliers. The top part, the bottom part. The bottom part is the one that we're going to use first, okay? And that's what gives it the crimp. All right, so it's right in there. You can see that. Okay, make sure you get close up there. All right, got a nice little crimp there. And then you use the top of the crimp pliers to close it up. Okay, just like that. And what I like to do for extra security, get my flat nose pliers and just give another little crimp. There we go, just like that. Give a tug, perfect. And then you are good to go. All right, so that was how to start and stop the necklace. But what I did is I already pre-strung my beads. right here. Okay, and I started this already because then you don't really want me to string all these beads right now. It'll take, quite a while. But what I want to explain with this, okay, these are the beads that from Michael's. They're just so pretty. Looks like a sunset. I love it. So what you want to do, let me grab this back, okay, is let me just clip this. Okay, so there's 2 cords of the beads that you weren't going to be using. You just give that a clip. Make sure, here's my necklace, if I do anything. Oh yeah. My necklaces, I always love to start and stop with a crystal. Okay, so what you do is you grab a crystal. And take that up there just like that. Okay, and then you don't want to take the beads off of this cord because since you have a needle, you could just go right up through there. And we want 9 beads. So you just go right through there. See how the needle is going there? Excellent. All right, and then you want 9. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Perfect. There. So instead of picking it up one at a time, you already strung on 9. And then what you want to do is you want to add another crystal. And then 3 of the rondelle beads. 2, 3, and then another crystal. Oops, I really should have more lighting in here. All right, so there. So that's like the first set right there. And then for the next set, let's see, how many sets were there? I think there were, let me just count. So there's the first set, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 more sets of this one. And this one, we want 11 beads on. So I was going to show you this one part, and then I'll continue knotting. Okay. So that again, just do, this one is 11 beads. So that's 2, 4, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, so there you go. And then again, you're going to just do another set of the crystal, the 3 rondelle, the crystal, and then continue on. But what I want to mention is that what you're going to do is you're going to do another 11. So let's see, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And then you're going to do another, the crystal, the rondelle, the crystal, another 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay. And again, another crystal, the rondelle, the crystal. And then, these are 2 separate cords here. So what you're going to do is like finish up this 1, 2, 4, 5, and then you're going to go to here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So it all flows together. Oops. Well, they came apart, but that's okay. All right. And then again, then you just go down the other way. So I'll describe it here with the necklace. See, this was where you're going down. And then this is where you're going down the other way, like the other way. So it all flows together. Okay, there you go. And so now I'm going to start knotting. I'm not going to, let's see, what time is it? Oh, okay, good. We're good. I'm not going to knot the whole thing. And I'm going to show you like ways that you can do this. So it'll be easier. for you, like you can do sets of things, okay? And here is the crimp bead that we crimped, and I want a knot on the other side. So I just create the loop for the knot, bring this through the loop. I want the, oops, don't want that there yet. I want the loop facing me, all right? And then I usually put my index finger right there to close up the loop. And then you're gonna pull to that bead is right up to the post. Don't let the bead go back to the measurement line, it won't be tight enough. And to take this one off, all I'm gonna do is use my index finger and thumb. I'm gonna lift it up, giving a good pinch, not doing any pressure on the cord. Then I'm gonna give a tug, and then there's your knot right there. And then I'm gonna bring the crystal and the bead down right there. Let me just get some cord going here. And then you just create the loop for the knot, just like that. Bring the bead through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. Again, close up the loop. And this one, there's going to be no spacing. So you just make sure that the bead is right up to the post. There's going to be gaps there. Let it be. All right. And then now I take another bead from there and I lift this off the post, and I'm going to push this bead towards the knot. There, gets it nice and tight. There you go. And then again, just create the loop for the knot, loop towards you, close up the loop, and just take your next bead, and this goes very quickly. And then you can just lift it off and then tighten it up. There you go. Okay, I'm going to show you a different way to do this also. Create the loop, loop towards you, and there you go. And if you miss anything, there's always YouTube. So this is going to be on YouTube. Lift it off, give a tug, there's your knot. Okay, and I'm going to show you the other way. Remember, just make the X and bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. I'm going to close up the loop. And with this one, is a little tricky to do, but it's like a little tripod. You're going to get your index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Your index finger and thumb are going to grip the bead, your thumb on that knot and cord. Tight tension, right? Once you get that good grip, you can let go of the tension, the cord, lift it off. Most important part is don't move your finger and thumbs until after you tugged. There, nice and close. And you hear like a little tug. It's very fun. Okay, so now I'm going to just create the loop again. Bring everything through, loop on the post. There you go. Take the next bead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just knot this one section and show you what you can do for the next 4 sections. So, I want to make sure I get to show everything I want to show you today. Okay, lift that off, give a tug. There you go. Just a regular X, and do your knot whichever way is best for you, okay? You get into your own rhythm. And, and then you could use large beads, small beads, anything. Okay, lift that off. There we go. Have that towards me. Take the next bead. Lift that off. There we go. And now another knot. Bring everything through. Loop on the post. Thank you. It says, I love my Easyknotter. Thank you. Okay, and again, I'm just going to use the tripod method. My 2 index finger and middle finger grip the bead and knot on the cord, lift it off, give a tug, there's my knot. And now with this one, you want to bring down this whole section. All right, you got your crystals, your rondelles, and your other crystal. So you just create the loop for the knot. You bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing me, and then you're going to pull, and then you're just going to use this next bead, lift that off and give a tug, and then there it goes. Okay, so now for this one, I'm not going to knot the beads. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go all the way to the next section of the crystal, the rondelle and the crystal, okay? Because this is another option that you can do. So I want to make sure I have enough time to finish. And then you just bring all your beads through, loop on the post facing me, and then again, just take the next bead, lift it off, give it a tug. There you go. Nice. But now with this one, I was going to bring down the crystals, the rondelles and the crystals. And then create in the loop, just like that. And I like to just grab the beads and bring them through. Loop on the post, give a tug. There you go. And get your next bead. Lift it off. And there. See, it still looks very pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this a little bit quicker because there's one more thing I wanted to show you that I forgot to show you before. So I hope you don't mind that I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. And I'm just going to lift that off, give a tug. All right. Really, if you have any questions for anything, just let me know. Be glad to let you help it out. Okay. It may get a little noisy here. They're doing road construction. They're working on it all morning long. And I'm like, oh no, it was very, very noisy. But I guess it's okay now. They went to lunch. Now they're coming back. Okay, I'm going to bring down this section here again, right like that. Bring that through. Okay. There we go. The other section, and it goes very quickly. Yes, this is how pearls are done. Yes, that the question was, is this how you do pearls? And yes, there's just no spacing in between. All right, because there was one other part of the leather I really wanted to show you. So let's see what time it is. Ah, I think we're good. Okay. Sorry, I'm rushing, but you know, you can always go back to the YouTube. Just like that. Bring that through. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. It's very warm here. It was freezing last week, and now it's like 80, 85. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Well, okay, there's a question is, what type of cord do you like to use for pearl knotting? I like the cord, this nylon cord or silk cord, the size 6. I like size 6 because it has a nice weight to it, but sometimes pearls, the hole is not big enough for it, so just go down a size or 2 sizes. I do like it because I love the flow of it. It just has a beautiful flow. That's my preference. And I know there are other silk cords out there that I've worked with too that I enjoy. But you know, it's my favorite is this. Yes. And I guess because you know there's a needle attached, which is excellent. Yeah, there was a cord years ago. It began with a G, Gilder braid or something like that. I don't know if they're still around, but that was also a beautiful cord. Okay. Yeah, this is I use the Griffin cord, and then Michael's also has a beautiful cord from Beadalon. Beadalon has a really nice cord. Comes in all different colors. Okay, there we go. What time is it? All right, so I'm gonna do some very fast. See, there it goes, see? And then you just, to let it flow more easily, you just pull it a little bit, and that will loosen everything up. All right, so let me do this really quickly. I hope you don't mind. I want to just show you one more part with the leather of how to start and stop the leather. Because I had gotten the thicker leather, and the thicker leather did not work with the crimpy covers because it was too big. So I'll show you a different way of how you can do that. All right. Almost there. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. And I am on Easyknotter. Like, yeah, I am on Facebook under Easyknotter or Designs by Rini, if you needed to get in touch with me for anything.
Hey, Maureen. So, since you had a moment, there was a question asking, I want to get to it, I want to say it correctly. Is wrapping the cord once or twice before pushing the end, under, and through the back simply a preference or design?
The for the leather.
I believe so. She didn't say which strand. She just said is the wrapping the cord once or twice before pushing the end through, if that was just simply preference or not.
Actually, let me see if I have this other. I had another. Let me see. Here's the other cord that I got from Michael's. Beautiful colors here. I think this is what she might mean. Okay. Well, to do this knot, you have to just, make that X, and I'll show you. You can either just do a regular knot like this, and then, say I want the 1 inch, so I put that to the 1 inch, and then I just pull, okay? Because you really can't pull back and forth on leather. It's too much stress on it. And then, so that's just a regular knot on the leather, okay? For the to do the barrel knot, what I like to do is just, you do the one, go around once, and then go down like that, and then just bring it through. Oh, and then also, maybe I pre-string my beads. You don't have to. So, you just do whatever is best for you. Let's see. There we go. There. So there's the difference in the knots. One, that's just a regular simple knot, and this is the barrel knot where you go over twice. Okay. All right, I'll put that aside. And oh, well, anyway, I really should have brought down, wasn't looking what I was doing to knot that right with the other bead, but that's okay. There we go. No one will know. All right, so that's done. And now, whenever I do a project, I always like to wrap the cord around the cardboard. It makes it much easier to control. So now we're going to do another crimp bead right here, just like that. Bring that down. And then take one of these closed jump rings, which looks like a washer, which it probably is. You can use, whatever you like. And then you bring your cord back through, just like that. There. You don't want it twisted, so get that untwisted. There. And then you don't want it too tight, so like I do, I just put my nail in between, so it gives it just a little bit of room right there. And then you get your crimping pliers. We're going to use the bottom one first, just like that. And then the top. to close it up. So pretty. There, just like that. And then trim the excess cord. Actually, let me just give it a little there. Okay, close that up. There, okay. And here is your necklace. On this necklace, I did use crimp covers. You can use crimp covers if you like, or just leave it alone. So I'm just going to show you how to put a crimp cover on. Some people love crimp covers and some people really don't care. It gives it more of a finished look. There we go. And then you just close it up. I use the top of the crimp pliers. There, perfect. I'm not going to do the other side because I think I'm running out of time. So, and I love these clasps. You know, it's a little screw clasp. You can get them at Michael's. And it just makes everything interesting. Let's see. Oh, let's see. It's Designs by Rini for Facebook. Someone asked what my Facebook was, or Easyknotter. Yes. And if you have any questions, you know, just please let me know. And then there you go. And just screw that back on. Oh, somebody says thank you for a great class. Thank you. There, beautiful. And this is fun because you can wear it every which way. You can have this in the back, you can have it on the side. You could probably even wear it as a bracelet if you wanted to. But and see, there's no knots in between there, but you really can't tell. And then, you know, you just give it a little tug if it was too tight. There, beautiful. Okay. Oh, excellent class. Someone says, thank you so much. That means so much to me. But I want to show you one more thing. Okay. All right, here we go. This is good. I was going to try and do it with this leather, which I did. Let me show you. This was the one I was going to do, but I really liked the crimp bead trick. And this one is just a fold over. So this is one that I did. And what you want to do for the fold over is, let's see. Thank you, everyone, for all these kind comments. Oh, it means the world to me. All right, so what I do is I just clip off that top right there. Make sure you hold that so it doesn't go flying, and then there. So now you have a fold over because this cord was it would not fit like that. It was just too big. Okay, so now what you do is you just take this, and I'm not too good at this yet. And then you just fold it over. Let me see if I can do this for you. Take one end. And, oh, I'm doing it. Excellent. Like that. And then to take this one, you just fold that one over also. I think this is the one that gives me problems. I'll figure it out. Let's see. There we go. Nice. So that makes it nice and tight. So if you have thicker leather, look at this. Look at the leather. Isn't that beautiful? Love all the colors. And then you just trim it like that. And to do the barrel knot, it's just the same way. You know, you just, just doubling it twice, bringing it through, and there you go. So I hope you've enjoyed the class. I really enjoyed it. I really wish I could talk to more people, but I thought this one was very fun. You know, this was great. So everyone, I'm going to go back over here. Oh boy. Over by my desk. Yes, really want to thank everybody for this. It was great. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've learned something, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thanks.